Hello everybody, it's Facefoot here, Ryan's brother. I'm going to go over the challenger of today since he is moving. Today we got a Demon Hunter with a Marauder set, which means we're going to be putting down sentries and shooting cluster arrows. At the same time, we have Crider Shot equipped, so you're definitely going to be shooting a lot of elemental arrows as well to maintain your hatred while going through this one. Now keep in mind you got to get these sentries down in order to boost your damage with the set, but the sentries themselves will do significant damage also. It no longer is just, you or the sentries, it's you and the sentries both do great damage. So, get a few down right away when you get to some monsters, but also be making sure while on your quest to always having 5 sentries down to use them when you get to a big group of monsters, or as you're entering a new room, lead with a single sentry, fire a cluster arrow, fire a couple elemental arrows to get some hatred back, and keep moving through the rift that way. You're going to be pretty squishy, so you're going to want to sit back and really let your, attacks do the damage for you before you get into these rooms. You can keep Wolf up at all times. You can throw down some Valleys of Death as you're going around, especially onto an elite if you want to give them a little extra juice, but at the same time, you really don't need to worry about it. You can just focus on playing defensively, making sure you have 5 sentries down, maintaining your hatred by constantly using Elemental Arrow. Draw out a Rain of Vengeance if you want. But just sit back, Wolf, 5 sentries at all times, lead with your attacks. You're gonna be squishy, so take your time. Got all the time in the world. Just don't die 100 times. But let's get into the clear. Let's see how it goes. All right, guys, let's get into this clear. We're going for the one and done, one shot, first attempt. Here we go. Marauder build. Let's get some sentries down. Oh, let's try not to die. Sentries are down. Let's start blasting. Here we go. Looks like we got a nice little crater here. Everyone's favorite. Like hatred's a little bit of a problem, and we're dead. No problem. Let's get right back up. Get those sentries down. Dang, a little squishy on this one. Looks like you might want to play a little conservatively. Maybe sit back a bit. Let your, let your damage do the talking. Elemental Arrow is going to generate your hatred, so throw some of them out. Doesn't really do that much damage, but better than nothing. You can get up to 5 sentries down, I believe. So having 5 down is definitely going to be the way to go to have some juicy damage. Make sure to cast Wolf whenever it's up. Ah! Don't get bitten by little doggies on the ground. There's a conduit pylon. You're definitely going to want to grab that. I make the maps and I like to keep the pylons visible on them, so we're going to go ahead and skip that. But you're going to want to definitely go ahead and pick that up. And just putting down sentries. Oh, dead again. Another pylon, that'd be nice. A little bit moving around a little quicker. Let's get those sentries down a little faster. Let's get a little more serious about it. Hopefully there's nothing over there. Let's just keep moving on. We know the way. It's a crater. They're all the same. Keep shooting those elemental arrows as you're walking around. You're definitely going to want some hatred so you can blast when you get to stuff. Nope, don't let that beast charge you. So I got some blue bees up here. Oh, goodbye, bee. Looks like I got him. Let's go. Next map. All right. Little plague tunnel. No problem. Hey, we got some good doggies up here. Got to get those sentries down again. Ah! Another death. No problem. See, you guys can just die your way through this one. We're still beating that time. No problem. Sentries down. Shoot some freaking cluster arrows. Get some hatred because now we're just shooting normal arrows. We got another sentry you can put down. Looks like there aren't any really elites here. Keep on moving. Let's shoot some more elemental arrows. Get that hatred back. Get our 5th sentry down. Shoot elemental arrows. Keep in mind too, it's like it's you're the one that does damage of this build. The sentries just buff your damage. So You don't need to worry about where you're putting them. Just set them down wherever and just look down here and make sure you have 5 up. As long as you have 5, you don't really need to waste your charges, because when you get to a new map, you're going to want the charges so that you can get, 3 down right away so that you can do some damage. It might be best to try to walk past the grotesques and shoot back at them so you're not having to constantly walk through their, explodey ring of doom. But there we go. 5th death. Still making it. No problem. Just cruising through. You just got to put the sentries down. Mark for death kind of seems like more trouble than it's worth. You definitely want to keep wolf going, though. I don't even know if it's wolf, actually. I didn't even look. It is wolf. Let's go. And making our way through. Let's get another sentry down. Let's back our ass up a little bit. Could definitely, as you can tell, it's a little different than Ryan blasting through these, going for rank 1 times, Again, this is literally my first time even opening this challenge rift. I took 1 glance at the gear and just started setting down sentries and shooting shit. So don't make it harder than it needs to be, Just put down sentries and click left click and right click and you're going to be fine. Make sure you're shooting elemental arrows. See you guys next week.